Hey, welcome everybody. um, I started sending out some information about how you can determine who is a leader in your team. And I want to show you a quick way, right? A quick analysis. Now, obviously, if you haven't sponsored anybody, you don't have a team, right? So that's the first place to start, but that's going to be on another training. I'm going to do a series of these little short, 3 minute, 4 minute videos that'll kind of walk you through all the things that you've got to do. So this one specifically is for those people who have a team, right, who want to identify who the leadership. Now, sometimes it's real easy to identify who the leader is going to be. They're always in touch with you. They're always putting you on the phone with somebody. There's always activity going on. But for some of some of you really need to look at your team, and the best way to look at your team is go to your genealogy, go to view, and go to the enroller tree, right? And in the enroller tree, it will give you you know who your team is, what your team is, right? And you can very quickly see, as you see mine, that there are uh, some people with auto ships and some people without auto ships. So that's the first, really, I think the determining part of whether or not somebody is actually going to be a leader. Look, they've got to come in at Business Builder Pack. There's no other way around it. That's the only way that you're going to maximize the compensation plan. You see this thing on here that says this month's ranks. I'm going to show you something in a second. Now I just changed the view from one level, my personally enrolled, to 6 levels, right? Now you get a different perspective of what's going on. You can see your entire team down 6 levels, and you start to get an idea of who in your organization may be a leader. Don't know, but maybe a leader. So you'll definitely want to reach out to that person if you haven't talked with them. So just to make yourself available, um, you know, Bob Nichols, I see him. He's got an auto ship, 100 BV. I know he started with the Business Builder Pack. He wants to do this business. He's going to need a little help. And I'm certainly here and prepared to help him. David, he did exactly the same thing. He's on a 100 BV auto ship. So those are the people that you want to work with and go to first, right? I know that Larry did exactly the same thing. He started with the Business Builder Pack and has a 100 BV auto ship. So, those are the people. So, make that determination, get into your organization and find out who is and who is not on auto ship. That's the first place that we've got to start. So let's get them on their loyalty purchase. Let's show them how to do it. And the next training, oh, I was going to show you this month's ranks, which means that these people all had a loyalty purchase last month. And as you see, they have a loyalty purchase scheduled for next month. You can change this to next month's ranks, right? And as soon as the computer catches up, it will show us, where you are for next month. It says this page shows your current enroller tree and next month's ranks, which are based on March orders. You qualify next month for everything that you do this month, right? So it's important that we help people get qualified. Now you see this one, Carla, right? She's got an auto ship set up, but obviously it hasn't run yet because it's going to be March the 23rd. Here's another one, March the 25th. and so on and so on and so on, right? Steve's March the 15th. Jennifer's, April the 1st. Hers already ran. It ran March the 1st because she's got 100 BV. So she's already done the volume. So this is one of the charts that I look at towards the end of the month. When it gets in the last 4, 5, 6 days of the month, I start to get a picture of who has and who has not completed their purchase, their qualifying purchase, or, maybe if we catch it before the 25th, because that is the cutoff for setting up a loyalty purchase, we can have them set up the loyalty purchase. But you know what? It really is the sponsors, the enroller's responsibility to take that person by the hand, because they don't know how to do it. Guys, let me just be perfectly clear with you, and help them, right? Help them do that first thing. They make their business builder package order in March. You help them set up their loyalty purchase for 100 BV, 3 more products in April. And it shows you right there on the screen for next month. And you can pick the day, right? The day of the month that you want that loyalty purchase to trigger. So it's your responsibility to get that done and sit with that person. And the next thing that we're going to talk about on the next video that I'm going to send out is really, the components, right? The components of utilizing this 1 a month plan, 1 a month plan. I'm going to just continue to stay on that. I think it's, something that anybody can do regardless. A good friend of mine in Texas asked me, and this guy makes a lot of money every month, right? Not from network marketing, but from other ventures, investments, and so on and so forth. And he's making about $200,000 a month. I mean, he's a great guy. And, he said, "Hey, Chuck, I know you've made a lot of money. Why are you doing this?" I said, "I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for everybody else that I can help get to where I'm at." And he sat and thought about that for a second. And I said, "Bill, you could do exactly the same thing. You know a lot of people that aren't in your, don't have your circumstances, right? They don't make the kind of money that you do every month. They could, let me just put it that way. They can't doing what you did, but they can doing what I'm doing. I'm convinced of that. Anybody can get to a 6-figure monthly income doing what I'm doing, being part of Valentis. And that is the coolest thing about this business, is that, I believe with all my heart that, people can get off that slippery slope. And you're going to hear me talk about the slippery slope a lot, and what creates that slippery slope. So, hey, I'm glad I had an opportunity to do this morning. I'll get this out to everybody. It's your responsibility, whoever gets this, to send it on to your team. You see, I don't have their email addresses. It's up to you. Now, if you want to put them in my database, totally up to you. If you want to request that they be added to my broadcast system, by all means, send me their name, their phone number, their email address, and I'll put them in the system. That way you don't have to forward them. But if you want to continue to forward them, that's fine. It doesn't really matter to me. But get the information to them. Not getting the information to them will be a deterrent to your business, because you just never know who might be sitting there dormant in your business that is just waiting to come out and do something incredible. So, hey guys, thanks for watching this short video today. Get it out to your team, and we'll all talk later.